So hi, today's date is around I think it is 2nd of July. Yeah, 2nd of July 2024. And today I just now completed watching a video of education systems and how NEET became fallacy, and I just completed watching video on education system on a YouTube channel called AVTV, right? There was a lady explaining about how this education system in India is fucked up, and how actually students who are studying in this education system can potentially get a job in future, and all of those stuffs are being there, all of those stuffs. So the takeaways, what I learned from that videos was simple. See, in that video, they said obviously there were a lot of policy issues. There were a lot of thing what only government of India can change, right? So as a person, like, we cannot able to change, we cannot make impact on all those things. So as a person who understand these things happening in our country, we can say like, yeah, that. But as a person who understand these things that are happening in our country, we can take steps that possibly will shape our career potentially, right? So what else we can do? In that video they said we should be learning a skill. Now we should be reverse engineering what was actually happening right now. Like right now, what you do, you go to a college, you go to school. Now you study there well, and you crack any competitive examinations. Either you go for NEET, or you go for engineering for JEE. And if you crack any of these competitive examinations, you're gonna get into good colleges like IIT or NIT or anything like that. And once you get these kind of colleges, you are presumably, you know uh, believing that your life will get settled, and that's not true as well. Obviously, a person who's getting selected to a job, who got their degree from IIT or NIT, will get way more salary package than a person who's getting his engineering from average college or tier 2 tier 3 colleges. And that's what happened with myself too. If you want to give me my own example, I was actually returning back from my college to home, right? And I saw my friend, whom I used to study in school days. He just used to sit beside me, right? And he gone to an IIT Trichy for getting his architectural degree, right? And I asked him what about their placements and all of those stuff. And the thing what he said actually stumbled upon me. Now, what actually stumbled me upon? He said now a 93 is offering him around 60 lakh rupees package for an architecture graduate. I was like, man, 60 lakh rupees is a very huge chunk of money. And I don't even know I would see that much amount of money in my lifetime, even. Right? So that was my reaction. That was my reaction at that particular point of time. And I even gone and cross verified that as well. And it's true. And the same case, if you take in my college, like what the college which I'm studying from, the college which I'm graduating from, if you actually take that thing, if you actually take the placement of that, like if you actually take the placement of my college, the placement percentage will be hardly around 50 to 60 percentage, and the salary package given there will not go beyond around 4 lakh, or 4 lakh or 6 lakh is the highest package, and the average package will come around 2 to 3.5 lakh rupees. That's it, right? Per annum. And for a person who's landing in a job at 3 to 4 lakh rupees, and for him to climb up the ladder and to get to the salary of 2 lakh rupees, or get to the package of around 25 lakh rupees or 30 lakh rupees, it's a very very big deal. And those people cannot grow beyond that. Imagine a person who is getting graduated from IIT is getting 25 lakh rupees package and an XYZ company. He is getting that at the age of 21. His career is starting at that particular salary itself, right? And imagine how much he or she might be earning at the age of 30 or 40. Unimaginable, right? And that's why those people's salaries are going beyond 50 lakh rupees, 1 crore rupees, and 2 crore rupees. And mostly those people will quit their job and make their own company. And even if you see the statistics, out of 100 startups started in India, 75 more than 75% of startup founders are from IITs and IIMs. Only 30% of people are from normal colleges. So, but the point here is not everybody in this nation can able to get into these kind of good colleges like IITs or IIMs. Then how we people can able to survive? Like, what is there any hope for we people who are getting graduated from normal colleges? Uh, as far as my knowledge, as far as the research what I have done, it's that. It's that. See, either you have to be extremely hardworking. Of course, there is no substitute for hard work. Like let's say we are getting graduated from a normal college. Let's say you're getting graduated from a college, where I am studying, where the normal placement packages would be around 5 lakh to 6 lakh rupees. And now for you to make that package to 40 lakh rupees, it would probably take you around 10 to 15 years. You have to work hard throughout that 10 to 15 years to make that package from 4 lakh rupees to 40 or 50 lakh rupees. But the same thing is not that tough for an IITian because he might have worked so hard to clear that IIT JEE examination and might have come to IIT or might have came to IIT, and there he got the placement which is of hardly around, let's take realistic numbers, not everybody is getting 1 crore package or 2 crore package. The average placement in IIT, even in IIT itself, is 22 to 25 lakh rupees if a person is getting graduated from CS degree, right? Then let's say a person got graduated from computer science and he got 22 lakh rupees package. Then how much money do you think that person will be making at the age of 30 or 35? He may be easily making around 1 crore or 1.5 crore, even working slightly less harder than the person who got graduated from normal college. So the numbers are possible. It's not like it is completely not possible. It's not like, oh no, if you are not from IIT your life is completely drowned, it's not even possible. It's possible, but you have to work harder. And that's why people say you have to find out the interest. You have to find out the thing which you are interested more to spend more time on. Like let's say you are interested towards something else. It's not like, okay, you know as I say you are interested towards it, it's not like you already have to be very good at something or doing the thing what you really like to do, like, right? You just have to be interested towards something. Let's say something may be interesting to you, or something like graphic designing or UI UX designing. For some people even coding, and that's definitely not for me, but for some people they may be interested towards coding, right? And as you are interested towards those kind of things, you put more and more hearts in it. When you put more and more hearts in it, that's a saying in English. I don't know whether it's a saying or something else, but people used to say, it was said in some book or something. I don't exactly remember what book it is, but it something goes like this. If you put in 10,000 hours on something, if you spend 10,000 hours on something, then you can actually become very, very good at it. You literally become master on that particular thing. And if you actually see the world, this world will pay the people who are expert in something, right? That's what, let's say, see, MBBS doctor is also a doctor, but the earning potential of how much an MBBS graduate doctor can earn has nothing to do with how much a person who is MS and also had 20 years of experience in surgery, right? That person will be earning multiple times more than a person who just finished MBBS. The same thing happens with a lot of people. Lawyers, right? Lawyers who are at the age of 50s and 60s, who got tremendous amount of experience. They might have put in their heart, soul, and effort into it. There might be very big lawyers in Supreme Courts and High Courts. They are earning in lakhs for hours, right? Single hour of argument in court, they're charging lakhs and lakhs of rupees just for hours. Imagine how much worth those people are to those clients, right? In the same way, ah, I just got distracted because of the phone call. But yeah, I think left at IITs and how education systems of these premier institutions affects, yeah, how expertise affect your earning potential. Right. So the same way, you might be seeing some software developers are making way lot money despite they're not getting graduated from these kind of premier institutions from the nation. Right. They may not be graduate from IIT or NIT, but still those people might be earning a lot, and those earnings are purely because of the skill what they possess. They might be very good at something or the thing what they are doing. Right. So the same way, we also have to become good at something. Only then the world will pay us money, right? And that success is completely possible. Growth is completely possible. And when you achieve or when you get that kind of skill towards something, I think this world will pay you any amount of money that you demand for, right? Even a toilet sweeper will be making lakhs of money if he does his job. Even a toilet sweeper will be earning lakhs and lakhs of money if he does his job correctly, right? That's the stuff here. And yeah, if you want to tell something more, I think I'm doing it purely because I have to improve my communication skills, because I've been watching English podcast, I've been watching English Hollywood movies, I've been doing everything to improve my communication skills because that's what I'm interested towards. Every time I see a person who's speaking in English flawlessly, I used to get admired of the person. Like, how the fuck this person is speaking like this, right? And I too want to become a person like him. That's why all of these struggles are. And I want to become a good communicator, man. I want to speak in English flawlessly, and that's why I'm recording this up. That's why, just to see how I'm speaking, just to see how I'm speaking, just to see what vocabularies I'm using, just to evaluate myself and just to spot out the parts or the, you know where I can improve myself, right? And there were parts of video where spoke very fluently, and there were parts of video where I really struggled to speak, right? So you people can able to actually find that. So, yeah, this is what my takeaway in today's video. Like, we just have to do stuff. That's more important. We just have to become good at something, passion towards something, or interest towards something. And yeah, more importantly, passion. Let us talk about passion. What is passion? Passion is something like, I was too confused about the term called passion. Like, I don't even know what passion was initially, right? And first time, like, when I got, know about the term called passion or doing the thing what you really like to do, I was completely misunderstood. I thought, okay, passion was something that actually hits people on brain, and they suddenly get up and somebody will be telling, or some angels will be coming from the cloud, and they'll be telling to you like, and they'll be telling to them like, this is your passion from today, just do it and you become successful. I just thought like that, and I was waiting for the day. I was trying out different stuff. Now there's a quote in English like, if you do the thing what you really enjoy doing, then no day will feel like working. And I got completely blown away by the quote, and I was completely misunderstood as well. Right? I thought, okay, I have to find out a thing that doesn't even feel like working for me, but I should be finding out the thing that gives me some monetary benefit as well, which is the work. There is nothing in the world that feels like not working to you, like that feels not working or not putting hard work. Anything you do beyond a time, you feel fatigue about it. Anything you do beyond a time, you feel like, oh man, I doesn't want to do today as well, I doesn't want to do today as well. Like, it's hard. Your brain doesn't want to do the monotonous stuff over and over and over again, but that's the only part to do, right? But I was not aware of this before. I think, okay, I should be finding out the thing which I'm really passionate about or which I'm really enjoy. With that, premises, what I do, like, I was keep on hopping from one thing to other thing, right? So I was watching random YouTube videos, and people on Instagram saying like you have to find out the thing what you really enjoy doing it. And I was like, okay, let me find out the thing what I really enjoy doing it. And suddenly question came to my mind like, how do I find out the thing what I really enjoy doing it? And the answer is like, you have to try out different stuff. And I just started to try out different stuff. I started video editing. I started graphic designing. I started, learning about stock market. Like I thought I may be passionate about learning money, right? I started YouTube channel even. I started to put out content there. I started learning about how YouTube works or how YouTube AdSense works and all of those stuff. And those things were fun initially. Editing videos were fun initially. Recording videos were fun initially. But as days has passed on, I started to do it over and over again. And when I started to make it as a habit, that's where all those things started to feel boring to me. I started to feel like, oh, I have to do it today as well, right? So that feeling would come to you like it bound to happen. Like there's nothing in the world, no, which you feel like not working every single day. The interest fades away with time, and that interest will again regenerate at the point when you become good at it, right? And that's where a person called Alex Harmoji in YouTube came into picture, and that he actually enlightened me about the thing, the whole idea of passion. There's nothing called passion exist, and he said this thing. There's nothing called passion exist. Pick up the thing what you're interested initially and get good at it. You would only like to do a thing only when you become good at it, or when you are good at doing a thing, right? When you are good at solving problems, you really like to do it, right? When you're good at doing something, you really like to do it, right? And that's where my realization happened. Like, oh, till now I was actually having wrong perspective towards passion. I should not be approaching passion like this. Like, I should be finding out the thing that actually interests me more. And interest is not also a rocket science. Like you have three, four options in front of you, in front of me, that if I actually tell you, like, which is the thing that interests me more? Like I have three, four things in front of me. Like I have, I have the option of becoming a software engineer because that's what I have to become as I'm getting my graduation from computer science and engineering. That was my final profession which I have to get. Now if I don't pivot myself towards any other career, and what else I have, what options do I have? And I have options like product management. I can become product manager, or I can also become a business analyst. I can also become somebody else, right? Or I can get into any of these professions which interest me more. And I was a person, right, who loves to be a professional. Like I wanted to wear professionals, professional shirt, formal pants, formal shoes. I want to be in that formal look, right? I just wanted to be in that look. I like to get that feel of becoming a formal person, becoming a professional. So I thought, okay, whatever I do, I have to be in a corporate career. I wanted to become a professional who's in a corporate world, and I want to become something like that. Like there's nothing clear in my mind, there's nothing vivid in my mind. I was just focusing on the value what or the what, or I don't know the exact phrase to explain that, but I was just focusing on the society, what society would think about if I take this job. Let's say my interest is towards, let's say I'm so much interest towards car driving, and you can also build a very successful career by driving cars. The simple roadmap: you drive car, you save up money, and you buy a car, and run your own taxi agency. Like simple. You drive cars initially. As you very much like to drive cars, you drive cars. You be a driver for all the people, and you charge less comparatively to your competitors, and you save up money. You can buy a car on loan, or if you are a person who lives a bit more frugally, then you can even buy a whole car or a second-hand car on a ready cash amount. Then you can buy a car on your own. Like I can drive your car, your own car. Then as the like as the car became your own, then you can take up more rides. Then you can take up more business. Then you can you know uh, like drive cars as per your wish, and you can save up even more, and you can buy other cars, and by this you can multiply your cars slowly, and you can even have your own taxi agency. And by having taxi agency, by having travels, you can earn a lot of money. So earning money and building a business is not a very, like, it's not a very big rocket science. It's a simple stuff, but doing something repetitively, no matter whatever happens. You should be smart enough to drive cars. You should be smart enough to make a business out of it. You should be smart enough to manage funds, because as a driver, you may not be getting a lot of funds as a person who's working in an IT company. But if you are frugal enough to save enough money to buy a second-hand car of your own, then once you bought your own car, then you can ride as much as you can. Like you can ride even 20 hours a day. Then when you drive for 20 hours a day, then you can eventually end up making a lot of money. And with that money, now if you're a person who's not like, let me go and enjoy with the money what I made, rather, if you go and buy a other car, and if you think it of how can I multiply my business, okay, let me hire a person who's my friend, or who's a person who's my colleague or somebody else, and you give some amount of salary to him, or you give some amount of commission to him as per the drives that he takes. Presumably or indirectly, you're also making money, because as now, okay, at the end of the day, the car is yours. Now he's working under you, right? So, like, you can multiply like this. Like you can buy one car, and that two car, as though you got to get money from both the cars. So your money increases, right? So the amount of money that you're gonna get from the car business gonna increases as the number of cars increased. So with that money, you can even buy the other car. The third car will not take a lot of time, as much as it took for you to get your first car. And the third car comes, and it's so easy for you to scale for your fourth car and fifth car and sixth car, and eventually you can end up making your own taxi business. So anything in the world is possible, right? But at the same way, you have to be very clear on what's the thing what you really enjoy doing, or what's the thing what you really interested towards it, right? As the same stuff how Ranchu explains in Three Idiots, or how Vijay explains in Nanban. You just have to pick the thing that interests you. You just have to pick the thing that fascinates you. Like, how the fuck this man did that, right? It doesn't matter how good you are at the field. It doesn't matter how bad you are at the field. It doesn't even matters. You just have to pick the thing. Once you clear about that, 50 percentage of your problem solved. Because for people who are today, no, for people who are the younger generations, so because for the people who are today, for the younger generations, choosing which field they have to get in is a very very big tragedy. It's like an they doesn't even know what to do in life. It's not like they're not hardworking. It's not like they were so lazy. It's not like they doesn't even want to work. It's the unlimited amount of opportunities the problem. They doesn't know which field to pick on, because at least if you go in a conventional way of getting a good college, getting a good school, or let's say you're trying to beat the competition. And why? See, despite the fact 99% of people who are taking these kind of competitive examinations are going to fail, these statistics are even known by people who are taking examinations themselves. But why people are taking examinations despite this fact? Because at least this thing is promising to them. At least if I cross this hurdle somehow, the future seems to be slightly guaranteed, right? So as the example that I gave you before, like, nothing is guaranteed when you're doing a taxi business. Anything can happen, right? But when you clear the IIT JEE examination, something is visible to you in the future, like, okay, I can get a job, I can lead a safety life. No, I can have a job, then I can lead a safe life rather than stumbling upon what to do next, right? You'll be getting at least that vivid thing of, oh, I may be getting this, right? That's why people are running behind these kinds of competitive examinations a lot. But if you are a person who could able to design a career by yourself, and that, see man, no matter how much ever we smart people become, no matter how much ever you work hard, if you're right. And I think this approach of picking up something that you really like and working on that thing will really help you in future or in your career to become successful, right? So this is my first video on improve my communication skills. I know I made a lot of mistakes. I know I haven't spoken well. I know no I stumble upon a lot. I stammered a lot. I don't even know what words I have to put on lot of stages, lot of times. There is long way to go ahead. I still have to improve myself. So I was looking forward to do this every single day. So whenever I have time, let me upload this in video, upload this in YouTube, and or maybe I may be keeping this myself as well. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, this is for today. This is for today. Thank you.